How's it going, buddy? How you feeling? You getting Spider-Man cards? We all getting Spider-Man cards? We gotta talk about Spider-Man cards. So, for those of you who are somehow living in the dark, next Magic set is Spider-Man. This is a huge mistake for a number of reasons. It's gonna make money, but this is clearly a badly designed set. My belief, my suspicion, I don't know if this is confirmed, is that this started off, this was going to be a small set. This was going to be something like a, what do you call it? Assassin's. Oh my god, my web camera doesn't even fit in the box. How is that possible? All right, I gotta fix that. I believe this was originally supposed to be like an Assassin's Creed set. Small little set, but then those didn't really work out, so they kind of last minute expanded it out, added a bunch of cards. And what we're left with, we got a Frankenstein set. There's a lot. There's a few things I like, and there's a lot that I don't like. But here's where we're at. So, for those of you who are paying attention, Final Fantasy collector boxes have sparked a new resurgence in the world of Magic. Before launch, $650 a box. Currently going for about $1,200. 2x your money. I was able to get boxes for like $400. I still got some. So we're still making money. And after that happened, what happened with Spider-Man is that all the people were sitting around. Again, previously to this, $550 a box back in April. Once everybody saw the Final Fantasy FOMO, they said, oh my god, Spider-Man's going to be the next Final Fantasy. Started buying up the boxes like crazy. We were getting the highs. $900 a box you guys are spending on Spider-Man? Are you retarded? Boxes right now crashing back down to earth. $719. We got boxes for $680. I blew my nut on Final Fantasy. I spent a lot on Final Fantasy. Still haven't moved all that product. I'm expecting to sell a lot of that off at Christmas time. So when it came to Spider-Man, I said I'm not going too deep. I got 2 boxes coming. I paid $450 each. There's no world in which I'm paying $700 a box for Spider-Man. For a number of reasons. One of which is people who are into Spider-Man already got enough stuff to collect. Part of the reason Final Fantasy did so well is if you're a Final Fantasy guy, what do you collect? The action figures, the video games. Okay, they have their own card game, but whatever, nobody's really into it. But having a dedicated set of collector cards for Final Fantasy, that was new and exciting, and it got regular vanilla Final Fantasy fans who are not into Magic buying it. Problem with Spider-Man is, look at this, Spider-Man, fucking Topps, Marvel, look. They have this already. If you're into Spider-Man right now, you can go on eBay, you can get Spider-Man cards. Final Fantasy doesn't have this. So you're not going to have the same thing where you have the whole huge collector's market of people going. And honestly, if you're into Spider-Man, wouldn't you rather be opening the Topps cards and getting like the signed cards signed by the artists and whatever else, or like one of one refractor parallels, Wolverine cut his way through the fucking Spider-Man card? Okay, this I get. Problem is the Marvel people already have cards to collect. Final Fantasy was new and exciting. It's not like you have a bunch of Final Fantasy trading card sets coming out every year, but the world of Marvel, we already got trading cards. So, here's what I think is where they really dropped the ball. First of all, no serialized cards at all. Like Wizards, what are you doing? You're just leaving money on the table. Is it too annoying to print them or something? Lord of the Rings, you had it perfect. Give every premium card a serialized version. People liked it. Okay, yeah, your big card to get is the Soul Stone. This is going to be like your mega rare. I guess going to be kind of like getting not a golden chocobo, because again, it's not out at 77 or whatever, but it's going to be like getting a neon ink chocobo, I assume. Very good card. Obviously, everybody's trying to open the Soul Stone. Here's where your problem is, though. Okay, is the reason Final Fantasy made a bunch of money, I'm going to hit on this idea again, is again, people who like Final Fantasy, who don't play Magic, said, I want to get a Sephiroth card. Same with Pokemon. There's a lot of guys who play Pokemon, they don't know how to, well, they don't play Pokemon, they buy Pokemon cards. A lot of them never play the game, and I don't play them. It's a bad game. So Magic needs to figure out, if Magic wants to be profitable, when they get these Spider-Man licenses, you need to make a product that, 1, the players want to buy the cards, play with the cards, and 2, the idiot Spider-Man fans who just want a fancy foil picture of Spider-Man, that's a thing they can get. Now, with Final Fantasy, what did we have? We had Surge foils of every character. Okay, Surge foil, what, here, can I see them? Best match, gonna show me all the other sets, but Show me Final Fantasy. Show me the Final Fantasy. What does everybody want from Final Fantasy? They want the Surge foil face cards. Okay, and a Chocobo, maybe. Look at this. Cloud, Sephiroth, Yuna, Tifa. Okay? Zoom in on this. Big full art picture of Tifa. Okay, you can get the Surge foil version, you can get the regular whatever version, but the point is, somebody who likes Tifa, who likes Final Fantasy, they go, I just want the Tifa card. I want the fancy foil Tifa card. I want to put it in a CGC PSA case, and I want to look at it sometimes. I don't even want to play the game. When you go to Spider-Man, what do you get? And I'll also say, look, even the Through the Ages cards, there was a little something. I know guys who just want to collect the Through the Ages cards, which are the bonus sheet cards, because, look, it's just a beautiful piece of artwork from the games. I think the text they did was terrible, but, you know, it's a Cloud card. Look at this. It's a beautiful image of Cloud. There we go to Magic the Gathering. You got a couple of these, but I mean, look, this one is it's a creature. It has a power and a toughness. It's like you're collecting Cloud. This is Arachnogenesis, and in instant has Spider-Man. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little pedantic there, but and again, some of these look okay, but compare these to the Marvel cards. This looks better. It has a nice frame. It's got something going on. All the Spider-Man top. Look at how much better this looks than anything in that in this new set. This is what a Marvel collector wants. They want Spider-Man breaking the frame and exciting foil, you know, dynamic artwork. Over here, it's a scan of a cover of the comic book with some text on top of it. Looks like dog shit. Look, you put the text over the guy's face. You couldn't just slide it down a little bit. For some reason, they think they're like alert. They're like, oh, well, we can't move the text. It has to start in the very middle and cover up part of the artwork. No, start it at the bottom, always. It should always be at the bottom and then work its way up. Why does it have to be here? Okay, so they're bombing there, and then here's why they're also bombing, is the cards people are going to want. Not that exciting. The big whatever cards. Borderless classic comic cards. You know, you get this. This would be like a common in one of these top sets because it's not a dynamic piece of art. This is a nice piece of art, but again, you need a subset of 20 of these. How many of these are there? I want to see real quick. Can I see what is the big Spider-Man cards? Every character needs to have this giant full art variant, and it can't just be like this. Just a random comic panel. It's not exciting. Hey, look, it's Peter Parker. It's like a doofy comic. And even Miles Morales, it's too busy. He's covered up by the text box. There's too much. There's birds there. There's dog shit going on. When you compare these to the Final Fantasy cards, which is just a nice, beautiful piece of artwork with a simple background. I mean, they completely dropped the ball. If you're, again, a Spider-Man collector, you're into Spider-Man, would you rather have a full art picture of Spider-Man? Look at this. Beautiful. Or would you like Venom, but he's jammed into a text box and there's a bunch of words everywhere? Like, you needed to do the big, fancy, full art. Look at how small he is in the frame. Make him huge. The huge character. I don't need to see the little guys he captured. Just have him standing proud. Have him doing something cool like this. It's so simple. They're leaving money on the table with this shit. People just want, like, this is almost okay because, again, he's in the frame. But again, you should have this, like, a big dynamic shot for every single character. There's just, you know, this is your marquee. This is what you're trying to sell to people. A big, splashy image of Spider-Man. Not what is happening here. Miles Morales sitting on the bed. There's a button. No, have Miles Morales in the suit looking exciting. Anyway, here's the other real problem is, so these are $800 collector boxes. Theoretically, our good friend, what do you call it? Saffron Olive went through. And yes, Look, getting a foil, this is a good one. This is the kind of card where I go, this and a foil is going to be big money for people. It looks very cool. It's a very cool card. But then a lot of the stuff I'm seeing come out of here, can you imagine you open Grasping Tentacles as your rare? Who cares? Why? Gwen Stacy, she's playing. Why? Well, I don't even. And this is, again, another good piece of art, but why is it Mystic Confluence? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And also, as he's ripping through these, guys, the value's just not there. If you were opening all these, the Final Fantasy Surge Foils, the Surge Foil Sephiroth right now is like $800 by itself. Can you really imagine anybody gets a foil Miles Morales? Do you really, if Miles Morales is sitting in bed with his headphones and his notebook, and they go, oh, I gotta get that. That's the most dynamic, exciting shot. I need a foil of that. Here you go. This is nice. I want this in a... Wait, it's Najila again? Here's the other problem they're running into, is that they only have so many cards they can make into fucking cards. So this, you just put this in the last fucking set. Look, Cloud Strife is Najila the Blade Blossom. You already did that. And then they're going, now we got Spider-Gwen as Najila the Blade Blossom, because we're out of cards to reprint. Because Magic's power creep has made it so very few of the old cards are actually playable, and we can only reprint stuff from like the last 10 years. Look, everything about this set just looks shoddy. What they really needed to do was to go, you got your game cards. The game cards are fine. The game cards don't have to be too dynamic and exciting. That was a good looking card. What was that one? Okay, some of the Through the Ages or whatever they're calling it cards from this one kind of look nice. I think these, the comic book cards where they have this computery comic book font, I think these look trashy. Some of it's good, but none of it compares to this. None of it compares to this. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful card. First of all, it's an original piece of artwork. It's not pulled from an existing comic. The beautiful full art picture of a beloved character, and normal Final Fantasy fans are fighting over this. They don't even play Magic. Okay? The Spider-Man fans are not going to fight over Master Weaver Web Protector, a random fucking panel you pulled out of the comic books and you slap some text on top. They're not going to do it. You got a couple cards that look good. A lot of them just look like total dog shit. And here's your market. Moving forward, Wizards, here's your market. You need to meld your game with what Topps is doing with the Marvel cards. Every one of your cards should be, or at least a vast majority of your cards should be these exciting. Look at this. Where is this? Where is this card in the Spider-Man set? Where is a full art Green Goblin original artwork with the pumpkin bomb? So you're not getting it, and that's why I would say, guys, don't buy these boxes at $800. I paid $450 for mine. I think those are fine. I think these boxes will settle at around $600 just on the novelty alone, and then maybe creep up from there. I could be wrong, but this is not. A lot of people start buying these at $900 a box, thinking this is the next Final Fantasy. I'm going to tell you this. I would bet money that this set doesn't come close to the popularity of Final Fantasy, because they whiffed it. They whiffed it. The most exciting cards are a Soulstone you're never going to pull. This is their marquee rare, is an old shot at Peter Parker from the first issue of the comic. I mean, it's cute, but you needed more of this exciting full art stuff. That's what the people want. That's what they get out of it. Just look at Pokemon. Look at any Pokemon card. Pokemon illustration rare, right? Just look at what everyone else is doing. It will take you no amount of time. Oh, now I'm stuck looking at Magic cards. No, not the Magic cards, everything. This is what the kids want. They want a super shiny bullshit fucking thing. This one, you almost don't even see the fucking words because they kind of blend in the art. Anyway. I think this set's got some problems. But from a financial standpoint, you're not going to have the Marvel collectors going nuts for this. You'll have a couple, but the Marvel collectors already have cards to buy, and the cards look better than the ones in the Magic set. So, we'll see. I don't think it's going to work. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Look at how much better this looks than every other Magic card. I'm always so mad that Magic cards, which are making free money like crazy, just hire the best graphic designers out there and make this. It's not that hard. This looks better than most Magic cards. They're fucking up.